All right, here we go. We're going to start with 15, 10 and 2s. Pulling your mace down to your belly button, we want to try to go from pocket to pocket. You're not doing a full 360 here, you're just going 10 and 2. You want to try to make sure that you can pause at the bottom slightly before pushing back into that pendulum swing, coming to the other side. You are still going the direction of that top hand, but pausing on the other side and pushing back to that starting position. There and back equals 1 repetition. Try to get that pull over that shoulder, locking on your lats and keeping everything nice and strong and smooth here. From here, you're going straight into your 15 360s. So again, going in the direction of that top hand, pulling down to your belly button, slight pause as you bring it up and over the other side. Remember, with your 360s, you let that mace head feel heavy, tipping to the side. Lift your hands straight up in front of your face, bringing your elbows beside your head, getting a nice strong pendulum swing, and then pulling it back over the shoulder. Moving here into an under-over grip, and you are going to do 30 switch squats. Inhale, lower, exhale, push as you bring your mace to the other side. Keep the tension of your mace on here, so pulling it nice and tight to your body. You want to activate the upper back, keeping your entire body working nice and strong. When you're squatting, still think about keeping your rib cage stacked over your pelvis. So there's a slight angle in your spine as you push your tailbone back and down, loading through the hamstrings, but stacking your ribs to your pelvis, making sure your core is locked on nice and tight. You got this. Stay strong. All right, moving on to the other side. So you're going right back into your 10 and 2s, 15 on this side. Really warming up those shoulders. Everything's starting to move and feel really good here. One side generally does feel a little different than the other. So be mindful of where you might need to pay attention to and making sure that things still feel smooth. It's not a rush here. You do need fluidity through the movement, but really try to think mind-body connection here, making the mace work for you. Moving into the 15 360s. Tip, lift, push, and pull. So giving that mace a little push for that pendulum makes that pull a lot smoother. Remember not to let that mace plummet over your shoulder, okay? You're tipping straight to the side. You are not pushing it back over the shoulder. It tips, it becomes heavy. You lift your hands, and then you give that mace a little push behind you in that nice straight pendulum. Moving into those switch squats, 30 here. Really firing everything up, getting everything activated, really tuning in to some of those smaller muscle groups. Thinking about the inside of your legs, keeping your knees straight over those feet, but squeezing those inner thighs, activating them and turning on some of those muscles that may not activate normally. Inhale, lower, exhale, drive it up. Pull that mace apart. Take a little breather here. We are going to move into a flow. So you're going to use those movements and we are going to flow 10 times. Picking that mace up, we are going to do 1, 10, and 2. So pocket and back. Moving into your 360 down and around once more. Bottom hand comes off into that squat, switching other side. So your 10 and 2 pocket. Back, 360 around, 360 again, bottom hand comes off. Nice switch squat, other side. We are doing this 10 times alternating. 10 and 2s, 2 360s here, nice and smooth and controlled. Bottom hand comes off, pull tension on that mace, switching to the other side. 10 and 2. 2 360s, bottom hand comes off, pull, and then pop it up for the other side. Nice and strong here, guys. Really try to get connected, staying nice and smooth with your movements. Almost there. Keep her going nice and strong. Stay in your zone. Awesome work. Take a break here, grab a drink. Recovery is super important. On your next round, you're going to try, if you have a heavier mace, to do a little bit heavier on your second round. You are going to do this 3 times total. So the heavier you can go each round, the harder it's going to get. Your cardiovascular strength is going to be challenged if you can try to push it just a little bit more. Tune into those movements and really try to be mindful, stay connected, and really get the most out of this workout you can. Here we go. Pick up that mace. Round 2. You got this, guys.